Was good. Was good. Yeah, I don't got nothing really to say. I'm just making a live stream. Whatever I say in this live stream, because I don't give a fuck about this channel no more like that. I don't want to say I don't give a fuck about this channel, but I don't give a fuck about the content I put on this channel anymore. Because I realize it's like, there's no point. There's no point really. I got a whole bunch of other shit going on in my life that this shit don't even mean anything to me. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't even know why the fuck I even came online today. I don't know. The more and more I feel, the more and more like I just, as time goes on, the more I just feel like this whole social media shit is retarded. The only thing meant for social media, in my opinion, is to make money off this shit. And when I say, I don't even want to say social media, I mean the internet. Because social media is different from the internet. That's what I'm realizing. Social media is different from the internet. To be honest, 99% of people shouldn't even be on social media. That's the thing. Everyone's talking about, oh, social media, it's a good thing to be on. But it's like most people that say that, they shouldn't even be on it. Because that's why the world's so fucked up. Because we got so much mental illness. And it's all a result of fucking social media. Because I know, like, I've been cutting my time on social media recently. And it's not because, like, a lot of you niggas will cut your time from social media because you feel like it, or I'm trying to find myself, or I don't got to do that. Like, I naturally could just cut myself off because through certain shifts and certain, like, times that I go through, I just don't feel like fucking with this shit. And for, like, the past few months, actually, I haven't really been fucking with it other than just coming online and making videos. And I'm really not even in the mood to do this shit anymore because I just feel like it's a waste of my fucking time. The reason why I was wanting to, like, a lot of the things I was doing in the past is because I was smoking and I wasn't really doing the shit I was supposed to be doing. But as soon as I got rid of the weed and I started doing the shit I was supposed to be doing, a lot of the shit that I used to do is starting to look weak as fuck. So it's like, that's why I'm just through with this shit. I'm getting to the point where I'm through with it because there's no point really. Like, this whole, like, I'm not saying there's no point of social media, but there's no point in terms of like anything other than just fucking entertainment. And I'm like really not in the mood to get entertained right now because there's so much shit that I'm doing right now in my life, and is like, it's all bullshit. Like, if you're gonna be on it, you should at least be making some money from it. But I'm like, the way I look at it is like, some people don't even need to be doing that because then it's going to get into a situation where it ends up being something it's not. Like, oh, I'm out here to make money doing this, but then you end up like, it just like, it's retarded. It ends up in something that is supposed to be, but it's not. What's the rap with protein? Fuck protein powder. Fuck protein powder. Anybody who takes protein powder is a fucking idiot. Anybody who takes any fucking herb or any type of supplement and they're not sick is a fucking idiot. On my channel, I get straight to the point. The only thing you fucking need for health, the only thing you need for health is Qigong, energy exercise, Qigong, whatever you want to call it, yoga, and fasting. If nobody's talking about any of that three for healing, they're full of shit, and they're either fucking stupid and retarded, or they're an agent who's in an industry that is predicated on keeping people addicted to things like protein powder supplements and herbs and all that shit. So it's either those two people, an agent that's working within those industries, or a fucking idiot. Qigong, fasting, yoga. That's how you heal the body. That's how you heal the body. If you want to talk about healing the body that makes you feel good because it's too hard to do it this way, and you want to take a shortcut, and then you could talk about other shit like intermittent fasting, fucking herbs, supplement, shit like that. But when you're talking about straight get to the root cause and that's the most effective and that's gonna help you and get to the point, it's like if you want to go and get something to eat, because I know a lot of you niggas still eat garbage. Are you gonna sit here and go on fucking YouTube and watch cookbook recipes on how to fucking eat, or are you gonna go straight to the fucking store and get the shit you want to eat? You gotta get straight to the point. So why is it with health, everyone wants to beat around the bush? Because the only reason people talk about health as in eating healthy and herbs and supplements, the only reason people talk about that shit is because the other shit that I'm talking about is too hard. It's too grueling. And a lot of people have to work these bum ass 9 to 5s and they don't have the energy. They got kids they gotta take care of, so they don't have the energy and time. So people have to try to um make it flexible for them, which I guess it's okay, but at the end of the day, it's like if 1 year passed, 2 year passed, 3 year passed, especially 2, 3 years passed, and you're still in that same situation and you want to blame your circumstance on why you can't, bitch, get the fuck out of here. It's 2023. We had 2020, which they gave everybody stimulus when they put everybody in timeout. We got 2021, that whole year, 2022, and we came to the end of 2023. Okay, are you gonna keep fucking going? Are you gonna keep fucking idiot? Better not hit my. If that's a city worker too, I wish this motherfucker would have hit my car. I would have sued this fucking stink ass city. Whatever. So, what was I talking about? Like, you guys get what the fuck I'm saying, nigga. Like, when it comes to health, it's so simple, but people like to make it so fucking complicated. Like, I don't understand it. I don't get it. Like, shit is so easy. If you're gonna go, which would you do? Like, read a cookbook recipe or go to the restaurant. You're gonna go to the restaurant. But why is it with health is anything else? It's something else. You got to make it complicated. Oh, I can't do this because I got I don't know. People just make dumbass excuses. It's like health is very simple and easy. It's very simple. I'm not gonna say it's easy. It's simple. Qigong, fasting, yoga. That's it. Can you add weightlifting in the mix? So yeah, you could do weightlifting. There's nothing wrong with weightlifting. Weightlifting is good. Right now, I don't give a fuck about weightlifting right now for me because I'm trying to become a breatharian, and that's what all my focus and energy is on. And I'm doing good at that as well. I've been doing my qi gong exercises every day since December 4th, and yeah, yeah, I don't know. I just been feeling good. I'm more clear minded. I can't really explain how I'm feeling. You guys just got to do it. It just makes you more. I can tell my energy's going up too. My energy's going up too. Like I can't explain it. Like I feel my energy, even how like it's just crazy. I can't. I don't really want to get too deep into it. That's probably be for Patreon, but you niggas got to just do it. He's like, I was sleeping earlier. I just woke up now and seen you live. That's what's up. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm doing good. I'm on a fast right now. Yeah, I'm just a lot of shit that I'm like going through right now, and yeah, there's a lot of shit I'm going. No, I'm not really going through anything really, because to be honest, ain't nobody really going through shit unless you in Africa starving and you living in a village and there's political war going on. You ain't going through shit. There's really like people just like to complain and bitch about their situation. Like you got stupid ass people that'll complain about like having to wake up and go to work in the morning, but yet they're still going to work in the morning. Like, why don't you quit? Oh, I can't quit because I'm not gonna have the money. Then shut the fuck up. You should be thanking that job that you're in because it's helping you not be on the street. Because I bet you if somebody came and laid your stupid ass off and said you can't go to work tomorrow, you'd be in distraught. But yet you were just saying you don't want to go to work. So which is it? Fucking bipolar ass bitch. Like pick one. Like that's what I'm saying. People are. This is why the world's so lost right now. And then they'll say, well, I need the money and we got to survive. But even though I don't want to go, then if you need the money, to go find another way to make the money. It's 2023. You got to remember, we went through 2020, 21, 22. We're in 23. All these years went by. You see what I'm saying? All those years went by. So if all those years went by, why wouldn't you? why weren't you doing something to get yourself into a position like today? Because you know what I'm saying? People just ain't shit nowadays. Making your muscles longer. Yeah, stretching and yoga builds muscle tone. It does, but it's not as good as weightlifting. But it does help you be stronger and stuff. Yeah, people say pick a struggle. For real, like people are fucking dumb. But a lot of people are just very weak minded in this world. That's what they got realized. Like a lot of people like to project their own shit. Like, oh, if you do this, then this is gonna happen to you. First of all, how do you even know I give a fuck about what you give a fuck about? Like, just because like you care about not having this outcome happen to you doesn't mean that I care. I could be fucking in a pot of boiling water. We're both gonna be burning, but I bet you're gonna be screaming in more pain than me. Not saying I'm not gonna be in pain, but that's just how it is. I'm more of a stronger spirit, so yeah, I could go through a negative situation, but bitch, don't project how you will feel in that situation the same way I will feel, because I'm not you. We could both be getting our hands chopped off, nigga. You're gonna be screaming louder than me in pain, even though I'm gonna be in pain because I'm a stronger motherfucking spirit. So don't project your bullshit onto me. I hate motherfuckers that do that shit. That's why a lot of people like they just I'm no man. This world we live in is just crazy. We live in a crazy ass fucking world. Yeah, but I don't do. I never took protein powder. I don't take supplements. I don't take herbs. Um, qigong, fasting, yoga. That's all you need. It's very easy. You just need yourself. The only exception I would say somebody who really needs some type of medicine or herbs is somebody who's extremely schizophrenic where they're seeing fucking monsters and shit. Maybe they may need to be on some medication, and while they're on the medication, they still should be practicing qigong, fasting, and yoga. And if they do that while they're on the medication, easily they can wean themselves off the medication. Somebody who's suffering with a lot of extreme pain or they're in a fucking wheelchair and it's excruciating, they may need to take some painkillers. But 99% of you niggas out there who are just depressed or just feel trying to get your health back together, and you can, if you could, let me put it like this: if you can wake your stanky bum ass up and go to that fucking warehouse and stack those boxes every day, if you can go to that McDonald's job and stack and flip those burgers and sell that bullshit to people every day, if you can go to any bullshit job and wake up in the morning, then you don't need to be taking no herbs. You don't need to be doing anything but qigong, fasting, and yoga. Plain and simple. That's it. Oh, these ain't headphones. This is a fucking neck heater. It's a neck heater. It heats your neck. Yeah. Yeah, it just heats your neck. He said, cool, this ain't no headphones though. This would be an ugly ass pair of headphones. It'd be hella heavy and shit too. Cause like this shit don't even yeah, I don't even put this shit on my head like this. This shit look hella retarded. Yeah. Your vids and your mindset express be more disciplined, have more gratitude. Thank you. Yeah. That's not my intentions though. I don't give a fuck what people do, to be honest. If this only my video is only for people um who resonate. Like if you resonate with my channel, if you resonate with my channel, then pretty much you have the ability to be a breatharian. You have this ability. Not everyone has this ability, so I'm not speaking to everyone. If you ain't if it ain't fucking if you ain't trying to be a breatharian, then I don't even know why you watching my channel. If you think that is something that's far fetched or you can't do or you're not in the process of doing that, then I don't even know why the fuck you watching my channel, because this is a health channel. That's why I'm gonna have to change my whole shit to be health, because that's my spiritual path is health. That's what, like, I have Saturn in the sixth house, so once I get like the more I get my health together, like so I'm speaking for me. The more I get my health together, the more I get my situation right. And like it's played out in my life positively. Like I used to be in a situation where I couldn't even fucking leave the bed because I had so much depression and headaches. And I started doing yoga, fasting, and qigong, and that's what got me out of that situation. And I was able to do a lot more shit up until make this fucking channel. So the only thing that helped me in life was qigong, fasting, and yoga. There's nothing else in my life that helped me other than that. And any information I got before I did the qigong, fasting, yoga, I would have already gotten it after because all that knowledge and information would have just came to me even more. Because and even then I still have certain blockages I have to release. So I'm not even all the way at my peak of, not saying there's a peak, but I'm not even where at my fucking prime yet. Because the older I get, the more younger I look, the better I look, the better I feel. I feel way better than I did 10 years ago. Way better. Even when I was fucking a teenager, I feel way better now, mentally, physically, spiritually, everything. Yeah, I am trying to weed people out. I'm not trying to make money from this because there's so many ways to make money. I'm about to get into fucking a whole bunch of other shit. Cause they tell you need to have 7 streams of income. Anybody who's just making money off YouTube and they don't have any stream of income is a fucking idiot. 99 most of the people you see on YouTube, YouTube made even their main hustle. What it is that they have something else going on, and then they use YouTube for marketing and advertisement, and this is just side money. Anybody who just makes YouTube their sole income is a fucking idiot because you're supposed to have at least 7 streams of income because there's so many ways to make money. So this is not my stream of income. I have other streams. This is why I'm able to like not work a fucking stupid ass job. Yeah, I steal a lot of shit and I sell it, but that was only like one of my streams of income. That shit, I don't even do that shit no more because they're cracking down because it's the holiday season. So I can't even really do that. So my money's in the markets right now. I made some money in that. The Bitcoin went up. I made some money in that. Fucking I'm about to get into authority marketing. I'm about to get my um I'm looking up ads, how to pay for ads. I'm about to make a start I'm gonna start marketing products like health products and other stuff for other big companies. And I'm gonna there's a certain system and a method where you can find people who need a certain thing and market it to them. And then so it's like guaranteed buy. Like there's a lot of shit I'm about to be doing a lot of shit in terms because yeah. So there's a lot of things I'm about to be doing. I don't want to say everything, but because I'm taking my breatharium to another level. Because that's really my main focus is the breatharium. I don't really because like that's like the main thing that I need to work on. Everything else is just like if I put all my energy into it, it'll be a waste of time. To be honest, because you guys don't understand. Like when you're a breatharian, that's like a fucking bank account right there. Like you don't understand. Like that, it's an energy thing. It's a bank account. So once I become a breatharian, I'm already a millionaire. And then because once I'm in that state of being a breatharian, then my mind's gonna be in a certain vibration. So therefore, my body is gonna it's gonna lead me to is gonna my mind's gonna come up with ideas, which is gonna leave my body because where the mind goes, the body goes. My body in the right situations and circumstances, all the way down to like me fucking picking the right button, clicking the button at the right time to get into us. Like it's that deep. Like it's not just like just because all these people talk about manifestation. There ain't no such thing as really no manifestation. It's like you get what the fuck you deserve. So everything that you don't got is because you need to do something in order to get that. So in all actuality, you're only manifesting your ability to have a talent or a gift that you already fucking have. You're just manifesting that. You don't. There's no such thing. Oh, I manifest this house or it ain't. They don't make no fucking sense. You're not manifesting. You have everything. You have all the money you want. It's just it's blocked because these are certain things you got to do. Then once you do those certain things, those things have access to you. So you didn't get those things for free. Nothing is for free in this reality. Even your peace of mind, even a happy emotion or you not being depressed, that costs money. aka energy, for you to not be depressed. You got to do the shadow work to release these emotions and do all that. So by the time, that's why a lot of people, I hate when people like to sit there and talk about all this dumb shit like, oh, God bless me with this, or I'm fortunate, because it ain't shit fortunate, you idiot. But yet when you get into a negative situation and you get robbed or somebody gets beat up, or you go to jail, you blame yourself for that, for being at the wrong place, wrong time, or you blame yourself. But then when something good happens, you got to thank something. There ain't nothing for free in this world. If I got $1 million tomorrow, that wasn't for free. Obviously, I was in a right mindset, and certain things had to happen for me to get to that shit. Every now and then you have a stupid weak ass, not even every now and then, most of the time you have a weak ass spirit that win $1 million and start crying. Oh my goodness, I won this thing. But it's like, I want to thank that. Shut the fuck up, you stupid idiot. What the fuck are you crying and thanking it for? You didn't get that shit for free, nigga. You didn't get that shit for free. How do you even know that $1 million was this? There's certain people who win a large sum of money, and literally a year or two after, they get robbed or they get killed as a result of that money they won. So that money was put there as a lesson to be a catalyst to something that's going to end up taking them out. So that money destroyed them. So are you going to still think the money? That's right. Life gets deep. It gets deep like that. Like nothing is as what it seems. Like, nigga, like people want to look at shit like that. No, it's like you got to just know what the fuck you're doing. Much respect for even going on a Breatharian journey, for real, and it saves you a lot of time. Yeah. But to be honest, like I don't even want to even speak on this breatharian journey, because motherfuckers gonna think like, oh, like it's. I don't care what people think, but it's like it's not even like something I'm trying to brag about. Because at the end of the day, it's sad that we're in a state of I'm in a reality, and humanity is sunk so low that me being a breatharian is such a big deal. That's the most pathetic thing. It's really not even nothing really. Just like anything in this world ain't really shit. But becoming a breatharian is actually just me fucking going back to my natural state of what the fuck I am, because I don't need any of this shit. So it was like we live in a world where it's like people are so programmed and so fucking, like, society is just so low that when you say somebody's a breatharian, people either will look at you like in awe, or they look at you like you're crazy. It's never just like, oh, it's normal, because we live in such a low vibrational society. He said, looks like it's that time of year again. What time of year? You mean the New Year's? Yeah, I don't know. Fuck the New Year's. All these. Oh, I'm gonna have my New Year's resolution. That's one way. Like, remember I told you guys, like, you can never. Human beings can't even trust themselves. Look how many of your family members and all the people in your life are gonna do New Year's resolution. See how many of these niggas end up not even getting past a couple weeks, let alone a whole month, before they end up caving in and going back to their old ways. It just shows you humans can't even trust themselves, because a lot of these stupid ass, dumb ass people that make these New Year's resolution, they don't understand that it's a certain thing called subconscious mind and programming. So if you don't change that, you're not going to change your ways. This is why you keep doing the same shit over and over, because you don't change the subconscious. He's like, I'm about to get a gym membership. The only reason I'm gonna get a gym membership just so I can have a better place to do my yoga. That's the only reason. I'm about to get a gym membership soon, just so I can do my yoga. I'm not even gonna waste my time with the weights, because I want to do weights, but the thing is, like, when I'm doing, as I keep doing the energy exercises, and my body's able to sustain and stuff off the energy, and I'm like knocked out so many fast to the point where my body doesn't just lose weight. Then I'll add the extra the weights, but the weights I'm gonna add last, because I need a lot of um that energy, that qigong energy, to sustain itself to the point where when I go on these fasts, it's tapping into that energy and not my weight, so I don't get skinny. You see what I'm saying? So once it gets to that point, then I can add exercises and then become. I do my yoga. If it's warm outside, I do it outside. But if it's cold, like it's been chilly lately, so I just do it inside. But outside, to be honest, all my exercises I rather do outside, whether it be like the key gong. I don't know why I keep saying key. It's chi. The energy exercise, the qigong, I do that outside if I can. If it's too chilly, I do it inside, which is fine. But if you do it inside, make sure the air is good. You don't want to do it with dirty air or breathing in, because you got to be breathing in a lot. You don't want to do it around. So get an air purifier in your house if you can. If you don't, that's fine. Just make sure you're doing it in a clean area. And yeah, qigong, if you can, do it outside. That's the best place to do it. You could do it inside as well. It don't matter because the energy's everywhere. It goes everywhere. But outside, I just like it better outside. But you could still. I've done it inside, and it's still the same. It's not like you get less energy. It just I prefer it outside. But if you have to choose, do it outside though, because I don't know. It just feels. I don't want to say you get more energy because you don't, but I like it better outside because some of you guys may not be able to do it outside, and I've done it inside and outside, and it doesn't matter because the energy is everywhere. This energy, it permeates everywhere. So it's like, yeah. So do spoken affirmations have an effect on your reality? Yeah, if you're actually doing things in accordance to those affirmations. If you just say I'm a rich person or I am powerful, but then you're not any of those things, you're not doing any of those things physically, you're not trying to do, then it's not going to work. To be honest, it's like all you really have to do is follow your spiritual path and do what you're supposed to do, and then everything's going to come to be like you need it to be. Once you start getting into all these money rituals and affirmations, I'm not saying they don't work. I'm not saying they don't work, but it's like a lot of that shit is just like, it's just like somebody telling you to go collect cans to make money. But yet, why would I go and collect cans to make money if I have a talent and a skill that can make me $1,000 a day? It's like I can still go out and get cans, but it makes no sense. Why not just get to the root thing? It's like people always like they want to take short. I'm not saying this is what you're doing, but a lot of people, they want to take all these shortcuts because it's easier, and they don't want to get to that fucking root cause of what the fuck is going on. Like with the health thing. When I go back to the health thing, everyone wants to talk about herbs, intermittent fasting, which is no such thing as that. Intermittent fasting is fucking um I'll say 2 days of not eating. Anything less than 2 days, you're not doing shit. And I'm not just saying this out of just saying, I'm saying this as in like you're not really doing shit. If you're somebody who's just a newcomer to fasting, then that's good. But over time, it's not really, you're not healing, because once you go 7 days without eating, the way your body feels and the shit that comes out of your system and other things feel a lot different than when you just do 2 days and then stop and in 2 days. It is not the same. But people, they just want shortcuts. That's all it fucking is. They want to just take a shortcut in. But the thing is with shortcuts is you don't get no results, or you don't get the results you want, and you think you're being healed, but you're not. You're right. This world is full of shit. Rappers or celebrities always promote. It could be them doing shit because of the Mason. I don't even care about these rappers, celebrities. The rappers and celebrities, they're not. They're nobody. Especially like, I don't even. They could do whatever they want to do. They have no power. For me to even be in a situation where I'm like saying a rapper needs to do this or a celebrity needs to do this, that's me inadvertently saying that they actually have the power to do something. They don't got no fucking power. If anything, it behooves a celebrity or a rapper to shut the fuck up and play their role before the Masons and the Jewish man comes and snipes their ass out. it behooves them to do that. So I'm not gonna put no responsibility on no rapper or no celebrity, because if anything, they should just shut the fuck up and keep doing what they did, because it's like you got all that money, you spend all that money, it's been years, and all of a sudden you want to wake up, like, get the fuck out of here, like, stupid. Like, something's gonna happen to you. You had all that money all these years, and then all of a sudden you want to wake up. It'd be one thing if right when they gave you your first check you took it, and you, but it's like after all this time, it's like that all that energy, it's not gonna even work right. Because now, like, because the celebrities and the rappers, they're in a position where, like, you know how people complain, like, how, like, what happened to R. Kelly or fucking P. Diddy, and then people, or Bill Cosby. But it's like, you gotta look at it like, even though what they're doing to them may be fucked up, it really isn't, because just like when they were at their peak and they had all this money, they had certain privileges that me and you would never have. They were able to go and do things and get strings pulled for them that me and you can never get, because we weren't them. So now when the coin is reversed, bad things happen to them in such an unfair way that it won't happen to me or you. Like, nobody can just come and accuse us for something like that, but they can do it to the celebrities. The reason why is because the celebrities, they took the money, they were in that position. So it's like, if you have the good, you can't have the bad without the good. So yeah, it's fucked up what's happening to them, but at the same time, it's like, you got to remember, there was a time where they were stepping on people's neck to get to where they were at, and how many people did fucking Diddy have killed and shit? And some of these celebrities be practicing black magic and be sending work and be doing all this shit and getting niggas hit. So it's like, I don't really feel sorry. It's just karma coming back to a lot of these niggas. Any permanent cures for anxiety? Yeah, there is a permanent cure. There's a permanent cure for every fucking thing on this planet. Anything on this planet, there's a cure for. The cure is, it's a state of consciousness. It's a mindset. So if you're not in a certain mindset, then you won't be able to get the cure, even if you take the pill. So let's just say there was a pill to get rid of, like, a certain element you had. If you're in a fucked up mindset and you take the pill, because the reason you have an illness is because your mind is fucked up. So if you take a shortcut and just try to take a pill, even though your mind's still fucked up and you didn't change your mind, then you'll get healed from that element, but that energy is going to be transformed to something else. So you might get in that car accident, you might get another illness, something else might happen to you that really, that energy is going to be there because the energy stems from you not being in the right mindset. So you, even with healing, you can't just heal yourself and not change your mind. You can't do that. You have to change the mind. Like, for example, if you're a fat fucking, you have diabetes. The reason you're a fat fucking, you have diabetes is because you think eating this garbage is normal. If you still keep eating garbage and you get some type of cure that cures your diabetes, but you keep eating garbage, the illness will manifest again. Or let's just say it doesn't manifest. Something else is going to play out in your life that's going to be just as detrimental as that illness because you didn't clear your mind. So health starts with the mind. If you don't want to have anxiety and depression, then you have to have the 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 mentality of discipline to do the necessary things to not be in that anxiety or that illness. If you don't have that discipline and you don't haven't structured your mind to actually comprehend what's going on and to take certain actions and give up certain desires, then it's gonna just still be there, or it's gonna manifest as something else. It'll even be to the point where, like, let's just say you have a leg, your leg is hurting, and or you say you have heart problems, and you just take a shortcut and you don't change your ways. It could be a situation that plays out where your heart isn't bothering, your heart's still bothering you, but you cured the health illness, but then, like, something else happens, like you get shot in the chest, or you may get an infection, and then infection is hurting your heart, so you don't have the heart disease no more, but you got an infection because you were in the fucking wilderness and a snake bit you, or maybe you just got sick from a cold and it turned into an infection and your heart's hurting you now, but it's still there because you didn't change your mindset, because it's going to manifest. So you got to be careful. Like, healing is all mental first. If you have a health issue, realize what you did wrong, and what you need to sacrifice and give up and what ways you need to change. If you just skip that and just say, I want to take this herb, I want to just go and heal, I want to fast, I want to just do qigong, it ain't gonna work. Even when you do the qigong, you gotta like stay disciplined and consistent. When you do the fast, you gotta stay disciplined and consistent. When you do the yoga, you gotta stay disciplined and consistent. You gotta do it permanently, and then you gotta get other shit in your life, things that don't have nothing to do with yoga, fasting, and qigong. You gotta get those out of your life. So maybe let's say you're playing video games too much. As just as long, what's the word? Coupled with the yoga, fasting, and qigong, you got to do that, but you also got to get rid of you playing video games or you getting rid of weed, or you can't keep doing that shit and then just say, oh, I'm gonna do this, and it's gonna, because even if you do, I'm not saying you're not gonna get healthy, but you may get healthy, but it's something that energy is gonna manifest as another catastrophic event. You guys see what I'm saying? So yeah, you may have your health, but something else may happen, or maybe your health it fucks. And I'm not saying this as in like I'm just smart, and I'm saying this shit because I actually fucking experienced this shit. I actually fucking experienced this shit. So I know what I'm talking about. I don't just say things just because it sounds like deep or whatever. It's like it literally, he said, change my mind by fasting. At the end of the day, like to even start fasting, you have to have a certain mindset to even start fasting. Because most people won't even go on a fast. They'll make an excuse of why it's not normal to fast. Like, I don't need to fast because this, like, I don't know. Just people come up with, they rationalize things in their brain. But the thing is with that is it's dangerous to rationalize things, because by the time you know it, something's gonna happen and it's gonna be too late to change it. But then the only reason you didn't change it on time because you rationalized it and you thought it made sense. So you can rationalize anything, but when the thing happens, like I can sit here and say there's not a fucking knife under this pillow or under this blanket or under this fucking jacket. There's not a knife there. I can sit there and lie to myself, but when I sit on that fucking thing, it cuts me. Then what am I gonna still rational? No, I'm gonna be dealing with the pain. That's what you gotta understand. Like you can rationalize all you want, but it don't really mean a damn thing. And it reminded me of talking about fasting. Quote from Trader: "Taking care of the gut will solve so many issues. Taking care of the body will solve issues. The body is one thing. At the end of the day, you can have a fucked up, you can have a healthy gut, but if you ain't got no fucking legs and no toes and no half a brain, then the gut is, what's the point of the gut really? Like the whole body is one. It's synchronized. Everything is, it's, you suppose everything. A person who's healthy doesn't just have a healthy gut or a healthy fucking leg and the other leg is, the whole thing is healthy. But like when I give you $100, do you want the whole $100 bill or you just want a quarter of the $100 bill? You want the whole hundred, otherwise they're not going to take it. It's the same with health. You need the whole thing. Because the reason I'm saying that is because a lot of people will go and take a little colon cleanse and they go, "Oh, I'm healthy," but then they're not attacking other things in the body because everything is synchronized. You have the energetic part of the body, which is the qigong. Then you got the nervous system and the muscular structure of the body, which is the yoga that attacks the yoga. You have the fasting, which hits it on a cellular level. So you're actually healing the organs, because the yoga and the qigong, it only can heal so much of the organ. It heals the organ, but it only heals so much of it. It doesn't rejuvenate new cells. The yoga would just remove pressure that's on the organs. That's what yoga does. It removes the pressure, which a lot of people have a lot of pressure on their organ system, which is a big issue in society. But once you relieve the pressure, if the organ is still fucked up, then the organ is still fucked up. You need to heal it, which is where the fasting comes in. And then you have the energetic side of everything, which is the energetic body, which this allows the organ to operate as it operates. It gives more strength to the organ on an energetic level. It allows you to do more. It allows the organ to do more. Like the lungs can take in more air. It can do, because it's energizing it. So you need all three of it. It's not, you can't just leave one out without the other. And that's all you need. Qigong, fasting, and yoga. That's it. That's how you take care of the health. It's very simple. I'm not going to say it's easy, but it's simple. Anybody that's going to talk to you about anything else, herbs, supplements, and all this other shit, I'm not saying they don't work, but they don't work as good as what I just told you, the three, the fasting, qigong, and yoga. They don't work, they're nowhere near as good. And at the end of the day, it's like your organs are still, those supplements and those herbs, every time you take a supplement, especially these supplements like protein powder and creatine, every time you take that shit, your liver has to process that. It has to go through your liver and your kidneys. And every time, anytime you consume anything, your liver and your kidneys gets taxed. You're not just, like I say, you're paying for everything. Nothing is free. When you eat and it's a good meal, your liver taxes that, you digest that, so it's kind of damaging the body. So I'm not saying for you not to eat. I'm just telling you what it is, because people have you thinking that, oh, it's normal and it's healthy and don't be malnourished and shit. At the end of the day, it's like you could be malnourished is something that, malnourished usually starts with the mentality. If you have a weak mind, then it's gonna create a weak body. So therefore, you could be malnourished. And if you don't believe me, why is it a breatharian can go in years without eating, but yet a kid in Africa will get malnourished? Obviously, the mind is different. So, like I said, it all comes back to like the mind. Health is really mental. You gotta get your mind right. Then once you get your mind right, then the body's gonna follow and it's gonna be healthy. Somebody who has bad health has a fucked up mind. Somebody who's depressed, they have a fucked up mind. No matter how you even want to say, oh, this person got abused or whatever, everyone, you have to take responsibility, because the moment you want to say is 100% the external world's fault, at that point, there's nothing you can do. There's, because it's the external world. Once you say that I can get rid of this situation, that means that you're responsible for getting yourself into it. You cannot solve any issue in life without you having some responsibility for creating that issue. You can see what I'm saying? So for you to say, oh, it's all their fault, that means that there's nothing you can do about it. But when you say, well, I can do something about it, that means at one point you had a responsibility in creating that problem, no matter what it was. So you got to always keep that in mind. That's why I like to say, like, and you can heal yourself, because how you got sick is you being responsible for doing stupid shit. So therefore, you can get yourself better. And anybody that wants to say that that's not the case, they're fucking idiots. And they probably believe that it's the external world's fault. And if they, as long as they believe that, they'll never be able to get their situation right. But that's all you need is qigong, fasting, and yoga. That's it. It's very, very easy. This is why they attacking Cali Muscles page. Cali Muscles telling you, see how you go on Cali Muscles page. And you guys don't know who Kelly Muscle is. He's somebody who used to do mukbangs and eat all that garbage and talk about fucking. He used to be on steroids and do mukbangs and all this unhealthy shit. And when he was doing his mukbangs, he was getting like 3-4 million views per video. Go look at his videos. Now he's doing fruit only. He's only getting like 10,000 views compared to somebody who should be getting more. It's because they shadow ban you. So this tells you everything I was talking about YouTube and shit is real, because you're not going to get millions of views if you're speaking anything that's truth. It doesn't even have to be about health or spirituality. It could just be something that's outside the norm that they don't want too many people knowing about. They're not going to put you up there. So all these niggas you see with 1 million subscribers, 1 million views, it ain't because they special. It's because they're being pushed by the system, because you're not, there's no way in hell you're getting millions of views or hundreds of thousands of views without an agenda behind it. Like even the Miko Worldwide, he did hood vlogs and shit. He was getting like 300, 400,000 views. Then once that shit came out, where he, I guess they said he I guess they say he tried to rape some 17-year-old kid. This was like back in the day. You see how his views went down. Now he's not even on YouTube no more, which is really not even a problem because, like I said, like most people, they have other means of income other than YouTube. That's why it's good to have more streams of income other than YouTube if you even make money on YouTube. If anything, when you make money on YouTube, you're supposed to take that money and invest it and open other businesses and other streams of income with that money. That's what somebody intelligent would do. But only a dumbass will rely on, because they can shadow ban you instantly just if you just start speaking a certain way. And at the end of the day, you're gonna get shadow banned by, because if you speak, you can speak, because everything comes with a cost. You can rock the people to sleep and be getting all these millions of views, and the system and the government won't shadow ban you, but you're gonna be shadow banned by that spiritual energy, and your life's gonna start fucking up. So it's like you gotta just pick one. You can't have your cake and eat it. You either working for, I don't even like to say this shit because I hate religion and this religious words, but you're either working for what they call the devil or what they call that higher power. That's really the easiest way to put it. Yeah. I'm gonna drop the link if any of you guys want to come in real quick. So that breath work can really make you more calm, mentally relax. It's a good like it could do more than make you calm and mentally relaxed. It's supposed to change your personality, your mindset, your perception, your awareness. It's some deep shit. Once you do that for years, you doing intense meditation work. It's supposed to change you on a cellular level, mental level. You're supposed to be a different person after doing this deep qigong, breath work, and all that. After you supposed yoga, all that is supposed to change you into a different person. You're supposed to look different, feel different, think different. Everything is more than just. That's how those stupid ass people on the end, they be talking, oh, calms the mind and make relaxes you and all that, which it does, but that's the beginning stages of it. Those are for people who just dibble dabble in that shit every now and then. But if you're actually doing intense advanced practices like they did in those, in the, I don't even like to quote the ancient days, because the ancient days they were fucking retarded. Because if they weren't retarded, we wouldn't be where we're at right now. But as they did in the so-called ancient days, if you practice like the intense deep meditations, then you're gonna know that that shit's it's supposed to change you, the way you look, the way you talk, the way you everything. Yeah, that shit changes the changes everything about you, and it's a lifestyle. That's another thing. This is all a lifestyle. This is a routine. This is a lifestyle. You're doing this forever. You're not just doing this till you get healthy. You're doing this forever. Because, like I said, it's deeper than just health, really. Because like a lot of you guys say, "Oh, I'm doing this so I can get healthy." But why do you want to get healthy? So you don't get sick, and so you don't. I don't want to say so you don't die, because we're all gonna die. But because a lot of people think like being healthy is about not dying, where in reality it's not really what it is. It's about you don't want to have to live a, through these painful illnesses, because you guys don't understand. Like a lot of these illnesses, when you get them, they're like slow and painful. You're not dying overnight. Unless you have a gun and you're gonna shoot yourself in the head, a lot of these illnesses you're gonna be suffering for quite a bit. Maybe hours up to days or months. So like you don't want to experience that shit. And it's like not only that, it's like because it's not even just that. You just want to be on your spiritual path so you can have the right, and like whatever that is. Maybe this isn't for you, but like I said, like if you on your spiritual path, maybe what I'm saying isn't for you, but as long as you're on your spiritual path and you're actually making a difference and doing what you're supposed to be doing, then that's all that matters. Yeah. He said it's super processed. What's super processed? Maybe he's talking about the when I was talking about the protein shakes and shit. But everything, anything you consume is processed. Everything that you eat creates mucus. Everybody likes to talk about mucus and shit because Dr. Sebi and all this. So since everybody's so infatuated with mucus, everything you eat causes mucus, including fruits and vegetables. The only reason fruit and because like a lot of you guys will say, well, why is it healthy then? Why are people eating? Is because if you're eating fucking McDonald's, Oreos, and chips all your fucking life, and then you put watermelon and vegetables in your body for 20 days straight, obviously your body's gonna heal because it's not having so many chemicals. So it's not that you're eating healthy; you're eating healthier. That's why I say when you eat fruits and vegetables, you're eating healthier. You're not eating healthy. Eating health, there's no such thing as eating healthy. You can only eat healthier because eventually, once you keep eating fruits and vegetables, your body's got to get it's still gonna like fucking it's not gonna rejuvenate because your body's not supposed the body's not supposed to die. Like when I say die, you're supposed to die, but you're not supposed to die through a health illness or organ failure. If you die, it should be either through an accident created by the spirit, like if the spirit wants you out because you completed your mission, it may set up a situation where you get taken out. Or if your heart might just stop beating, you just fucking drop dead or some shit like that. That's how you're supposed to die. But once you start dying from organ failure, that's because you fucked up somehow. Because the body's supposed to rejuvenate itself through fasting and you not eating anything. And when you're not eating anything, like it's not about this whole journey is not just about fasting though. Like that's the thing. Like if I was you guys, anybody watching who watching this video, if you're trying to become a breatharian, don't even worry about getting over 5 days, 5 to 7 days worth of. Don't even worry about getting over 7 days worth of fasting. Just make your the most you do fasting 7 days and work. Don't worry about 40, 50. That don't make fuck all that because we're trying. You're trying to get to that state of 40 days of not eating, not by fucking taxing yourself and feeling depleted. You want to be on the way you're feeling right now, or not even right now, because when you get to this state, you're going to be feeling better than you do right now. But when you get to day 40, you're feeling better than you do right now. So, however you're feeling right now, when you get to day 40, you should be feeling 100 times better. That's a breatharian journey, not somebody who just made it to day 40 and they can't even walk. And so that's just somebody who's fasting, which is good, but that's not, don't even worry about that shit. Worry about the meditations and the qigong and building your energy and the yoga, because when you're opening up these channels and the energy is able to flow and you're doing this for a sustained period of time, you're going to notice gradually your appetite gets less. Because when you be a breatharian, it's not overnight. This shit takes years to be. I've been doing this shit for years. I've been doing this shit since technically 2016. I've been working on releasing blockages since 2016, and I've been working on it. So this is where I'm at today. You don't see that many. Even Ella Tom, the breatharian, he said when he tells people how long this shit takes, he says it takes at least 10 years. Just like when you work out, they tell you it takes years to get yoked and get a physique. It's the same with breatharian. It takes years, and it's a slow process. It's not like overnight you just go without eating. It takes time. Like I'm at a stage right now where I eat very, very little. I'm not saying that hunger is completely gone, but even when I get as hungry as like I get fucking like hungry, when I eat, I don't eat a big meal. It's very small and I'm full because it's like it's a slow process. And I've been going through this month after month after month. Every month it's like it's a little change, and it takes time. And every month I'm not just sitting on my ass. Obviously, I'm releasing blockage. I've been doing my yoga. I just started the qigong. The yoga is the main thing though that's blocking my energy because like I said, the blockage in my neck is blocking that energy, so the energy is not able to flow properly. So I noticed that because as the energy as the blockage gets a little less and less, I noticed that um when I do my after I do, like for example, I'll be fasting and sometimes I have a craving to want to end my fast. But then when I do an intense yoga, I've been doing intense yoga sessions for the past 2 weeks. Before I was doing like I'll say intermediate yoga, but the last 2 weeks I've been holding each pose for like close to 10 minutes. And when I do that, the blockage is so less on my neck that is like I can feel after I'm done with the workout, I like feel like an opening in like my neck, and I can feel like my head like it's very like it's like there's energy flowing to my head, and then my hunger will go away for like an hour and a half to 30 minutes, an hour and a half to 2 hours and 30 minutes or something. Like an hour to 2 hours, my hunger would just diminish and it'll be gone. But then as it goes down a little bit, I can see like it's coming back because that energy that's flowing, it's what's feeding me. So once you have the energy, that's what feeds you. But you have to really work your way up to that energy. It was to a point where if I did 10-minute yoga sessions like a year ago, I wouldn't get that relieving of hunger. Like it would, I didn't even notice. It just recently just happened to me. That's why I'm holding each of my poses for like close to 10 minutes now, and I'll do it on like my yoga sessions last probably close to an hour now, whereas before it was only 20 minutes, and I thought that was intense because I was hitting a lot, and I focus on this part of my neck because this is where the main blockage is, so I hit this part the most. But like I said, like releasing building the energy up and releasing the blockages is gonna what's gonna make you um become a breatharian. And how you build the energy up is by doing the yoga and by doing the qigong. When you do that enough repeatedly, it's going to build the energy up slowly. So focus on that, and just focus on that, and just don't worry about getting over 7 days. 5 7, don't even worry about getting over 5 7 days of fasting. If you could do 3 days, that's good. As long as you got your yoga, your qigong and all that going, eventually you're going to notice how you're going to be able to do more and more and more. You also do want to do the fasting because the fasting, it develops that fasting muscle. So the more you do your fasting, it will help you. But the meditations is really what's going to really get you to that point. The way I look at cravings, the way I look at cravings is if you're not if because when you get really really hungry, the top of your mouth starts to feel pain. So if your top of your mouth, the roof of your mouth isn't in pain, then you're not starving. Because when the roof of your mouth is in pain, that's when you're starving and you're about to like it's serious. So a lot of you guys never felt the roof of your mouth in pain, so you're not hungry. Even though you may feel hungry and want to end it. I'm not saying no, because there's other factors at play. Like you may have a headache, or you may feel like you're gonna throw up. Then obviously you want to end it. And but unless you're feeling physical pain, you really it's just a craving. It's not nothing because a lot of the cravings are all mental. Because I notice like there'll be times where I'll be wanting to end my fast. I'll be like on day 6, and I'll be like, damn, I want to end this fast. And in the moment I make the decision, I'm gonna end it in 2 hours. The hunger goes away, and I'm like I can go even longer. But then once I say, oh, I'm gonna go 2 more days, and it comes back. So that says it's a mental. It's just my me knowing that I'm not gonna eat none for 2 more days, it makes me hungry. Versus if I say, oh, I'm gonna end it in 2 hours, because there'll be times I'll be like, I'm gonna end it tonight, and the whole day I wasn't even hungry because I was looking forward to it. So I wasn't really that. I was able to manage the craving, and then once I got to the night, I was like, I'm not gonna end it, and then that's when the hunger started coming back and shit. Like you gotta play tricks with your mind because it's all mental. It's all mental. You guys gotta understand what's going on. Shit's crazy. I'm telling you guys. But like if I had to give any of you guys advice, I'll advise you guys to consume a lot less. Consume a lot less food, chemicals, products as you can. I'm not saying get rid of it, but consume a lot less because this shit is just killing people. And as we go, as time goes on, they're going to be adding more shit into everything because as the economy gets worse, they're going to have to add more filler and put less real food into the product. So the same bag of Doritos that you eat today, the same cookies and Oreos and all that shit you eat today isn't the same as it was 10 years ago or 20 years ago. And probably not even 5 years ago. Because they have to add more shit. and filler because of the economy and the food costs and inflation and food inflation. So they have to add more chemicals to make up for all the junk food. Not like to the real food. They have to like add filler. So with them doing that, it makes the food more unhealthy because as if it wasn't already unhealthy before. So cookies and chips are products, not food. To be honest, it's like it is food. Everything that you can consume is food. Because to be honest, like human beings, I don't want to say people aren't meant to be eating. Because people say, "Oh, how you say we're not meant to be eating?" Well, if you're right. Like me personally, I would say that human beings aren't meant to be eating. But somebody may say that that's crazy that I'm saying that. But then I would say, well, are human beings supposed to be raping and killing children? Because it's happening, because people have been doing that since the beginning of time. Is that supposed to be just like people have been eating since the beginning of time? Is that supposed to be? And then there have been times people weren't eating, just like there have been times people weren't raping, killing kids. So the fuck, like, just because something is, does that mean it's supposed to be? Because you can point to a time in history where people weren't doing that. People weren't, or there's breatharians. People weren't always eating. You see what I'm saying? So we just got to look at it like what's good for you and what you're trying to, are you trying to elevate or are you just trying to be like everyone else? You got to look at it from your own perspective. If you look at it like, well, everybody else is doing it. If you look at, well, everyone else is doing it, then that's why you're going to be like everyone else. Just like everybody else goes to the gym or goes to the club and parties on the weekend and they feel like they need to go hit happy hour every Friday. But like if you follow everyone's what everyone's doing, then you're not going to be successful. Now, when 3 years pass and you don't got nothing to show for that job you were working at for the past 3 years, you can't complain because all the times you were going out and partying because you thought everybody else was doing it, you could have been doing something else. You could have been taking that money and spending on your own creativity or your own craft and building your own shit to get to a certain point. Fuck are these niggas, man? Yeah. Because you gotta look at the world. Like, wake up in the morning. Most people you see are miserable. But what do most people have in common? Everybody's fucking an addict for their desires. Everybody's so like everyone's like a drug addict. I can't wait for Friday to get here. I can't wait to go to the movies. I can't wait to go and play this game I just bought. That's how they get people trapped. Everyone's an addict to their fucking desires. There's consumers and there's producers. The people that are addicts are the consumers. The rich people need those people. The rich people, they don't fucking consume that shit. And if they do consume it, it's very little because they're out there trying to find the next idea and how to make more wealth and money. And when they do consume, they consume on a level that the average sheep don't consume. You don't see no sheeps on no fucking yachts. So it's like they're not even in the same world. So you got to look at it like that. It is a link though if anybody wants to join. We got 9 people in the room. 9 people in the room. At least should be one person trying to join. I don't even care if it's a troll, to be honest. But yeah, I'm not giving no more trolls any more energy though. Yeah, I'm not giving no more trolls. Any troll that comes in here, I'm gonna just block you because yeah. But it is what it is. This is very simple. It's not. It's not. I don't want to say it's not hard, but it's simple. Very simple. This whole health healing. A lot of people they don't like this information because they've probably been studying dietitian and nutrition and other forms of health, and they can tell you about the left heart ventricle and how it correlates with the artery and the blood flowing. Like, bitch, you know all this shit, but you don't even know how to heal the body. Like, there's this one doctor who's supposed to be a doctor, but he's had illnesses and heart attack. How do you have a heart attack and you're a fucking doctor? Shouldn't a doctor should be somebody that's preaching health? And even if you did have a heart attack, you should be able to pinpoint how you had that heart attack, which he doesn't know. Even if he told you how he got it, he doesn't know, because the same shit, the same reason he got it, he's still doing those same things. He's still probably eating garbage, still probably consuming shit that's not healthy, and his mind's fucked up. But yet then they want to act like they're about health. So it's like, I don't even, you can't take any of these people. So a lot of these people, they're just in their ego. When a nigga has been going wasted 8 years of their life going to school, they what pisses them off the most is when somebody like me tells them that they're full of shit and I don't take you serious. The only thing I take serious from you is probably that check, because you make a lot of money, which that's it. But you didn't have to go to school for 8 years to make a lot of money. So I was like, you pretty much wasted your fucking life. Because you went to school to learn about health just to be a fucking idiot. How does somebody on YouTube who ain't never went to school can heal the body and tell people how to heal the body, and your ass can't even heal the body? And then they get upset when you say that because they're in their ego. They feel like, well, I went to school and I learned. But the thing is that the Masons who created that school, they look at you like you're a fucking idiot. Because the Masons who run this shit, I'm not talking about these little bum ass politicians, because they're the puppet. They don't even know what's going on. The politicians, but the people who run it, they doing shit that I'm doing, or probably if not, they probably have some technology they don't release to the masses. That's why they don't like people speaking about this, because they don't want a lot of sheep to be alive. Cause it's interfering with their depopulation plan. Like, there's a reason why they want to kill everybody off, because they don't want to pay everybody Social Security. They want to steal everyone's Social Security. In matter of fact, and they don't want to have a whole bunch of old people or a bunch of people who are awake that's not building their system. So, like, this is why they have to have depopulation, and then the young people that are young and that they get and that are going to grow up, they're going to be a bunch of faggots and a bunch of just dumb retards, and probably have AI connected to their brain. So they don't really, who cares about the kids in there, because the kids are going to be already programmed. But the people that are getting older, they want them dead. So when the kids be programmed, it brings a different world. You can't have people live to, this is why they have to have the living age to like 90 years old or some shit like that, like 70, 90. And I'm not saying humans live forever, but 300 years isn't forever. Any of you guys who do astrology, we all have a Pluto return. You go through your Saturn return, you go through your Sun return, which is every year, your birthday. You go to your Saturn return, you have a Mars return, you have a Jupiter return, but you don't have a Pluto return. It's because Pluto is comes every 200 some years. So at one point in time in history, human beings were able to live that to experience a Pluto return, because we will never experience it. How do we have a Pluto return but we can't experience it? And people say, oh, it's normal to die at age 90. It's not normal to die at age 90. You see what I'm saying? Like, no one never thinks about that. Or a Neptune return. See, nobody ever thinks about that, because that shows you that you could live that long. And the reason you're not is because they're killing people off. And then some people say, "Oh, who would want to live that long?" You're right. You would want to live that long, but at the same time, like 99% of people, when they die, they're gonna end up coming back here. So you're gonna have more work to do. At least if you live longer, you can pretty much get more shit out the way, so you can have a better experience in your next. Because anybody who's like, you're not, there's nowhere to really go. That's what you guys don't understand. So a lot of people are focused on dying and getting out of here, but when you die, you're gonna be going to the same fucking place. Like, I can't even explain it. Like, you're going to the same place. When you go to sleep and you dream, you're still in a world. You're still in this world. You don't have a dream and go to some magical place, and even if it is magical place, it ends up turning back to hell, aka you come back here. So you can't really escape this place. Like, because when you die, you come back here, because I don't know. I can't explain to you guys because a lot of you guys don't believe any of that shit. But when you die, there's nowhere to go. Like there's nowhere to go. You have to make the world. Like if you go to a fucking restaurant and somebody says, "Oh, I want to have fucking flambe steak," and the chef's like, "Oh, we can't have flambe steak because I didn't make it," and you're like, "Yes, you do. You can have it. It's right there." And it's like, "Where is? I didn't make it." It's the same with this reality. It's like you guys want to go somewhere, but there's nowhere to go. You have to make the world and shit. Like it's like you can't just go somewhere that doesn't exist. You gotta, or you only can go where you can go, and there's literally nowhere to go but this world. You can get into a different, better, like a different mindset, and which can create a better experience in this world. But like we gotta like get rid of this shit and make something better. It's like it's deeper than like what you guys think. I wish it was like that, but shit, it is not. So it's like you might as well just do what you have to do, so you don't have to end up having to come back here in such a fucked up situation. And eventually we can get the fuck up out of here. But to be honest, like it's probably gonna be a long time before that shit happens. The fuck is going on? Yeah, but I'm just chilling right now. I wasn't even gonna go deep in this video. I'm gonna probably just keep this live stream up. I'll keep it up because I haven't had a video on here for a minute. Yeah. But it is what it is. But has anybody got any more questions before I head out? So, she's like, I'm tired of eating food. I always get drained and feel sluggish. Yeah, I don't like eating either. Every time I eat, it brings me like when I go on a like if I go on a fast for like five, let's say go on a fast for like 5 6 days, I'd be so elevated. But then when I eat, it's like it's like the world gets darker. Like you know how you turn the contrast down on the television so it's not as bright. That's exactly what happens the moment I eat after going on a fast. After going on a fast, everything gets a little darker, and like certain thoughts, negative thoughts I be having, they start to come back, and it makes me more of a demonic person, and I look at and it fucks with my energy. So when that happens, and I start manifesting and attracting certain situation and things, and yeah, it's not. And I'm speaking for me. I'm not speaking for everyone. Everybody's different. So you guys gotta always remember. This is what happens to me. I'm not saying people need to stop eating, because that's never gonna happen. People are gonna need to eat because it's the amount of time and energy it takes to even be a breatharian. Unless you were built and born like this, most people aren't gonna even be one. Especially the way they have this system set up with 9 to 5 and working. I even know some people that they're on this breatharian path, and like this one dude, he has a channel and he's on this path, and he eats 23 hours a day, and he has a one he no he doesn't eat for 23 hours, and he has a 1 hour eating window, and on that 1 hour eating window he only takes herbs. And this live's about to end right now. I'm about to go on my iPad. This shit's about to end right now, so I'm about to go on my iPad. I don't want the battery to run out. That's why you guys see the light just went dim, because my phone light went out, so it's back 5%. But I'm gonna carry this on to my next yeah. So hold on, guys. Damn, this shit. I'm gonna make sure to charge my shit all the way. All right, then, guys. I'm about to be back.